The B League started way after the main league, but it will end earlier with Event 8, Team Mount Cycling. I'm Guy Tayar. I'll be commentating on this event, looking at the Captain Championship of the B League. It's something we have not seen in a while. The Harbour Cloud will lead after Golden Rocket Boost Relay. Tinted Lens in second, Fern Freezer's third, Beacon Legion fourth, and a Dark Wrist in fifth. Meanwhile, at the bottom, Sapphire Serpents cannot win, and the Gates of Trade and Sugar Rushers cannot podium. Looking at the overall standings, the Fern Freezers will lead with 93 points, 6 points ahead of the North Falcons. In third place, it will go to the Sapphire Serpents. Tinted Lens win fourth. Canopy Conquest, the only other team that can actually still have a chance at winning. Gates of Trade, Harbour Cloud, and Miss Comets have a chance at the podium. Meanwhile, the rest of the teams will be focused on trying to escape relegation. The bottom four teams will not have a chance at competing in next season's qualifiers and will be relegated to the B League. As you know, this is a heat. As you've seen in the main league iteration, heats of four, and the top two advance. The teams that scored the most points will be able to advance to the semifinals. Looking at Heat 1, the Kindle Crew, Kinetic Chickens, North Falcons, and the Harbour Cloud. North Falcons need to advance if they want a chance at taking the trophy ahead over the Fern Freezers. Now, the Kindle Crew had a good start, but it seems that they're struggling a lot more this time round. The North Falcons have overtaken for the lead and have taken the provisional first and second place. Kindle Crew, though, not letting up, and Harbour Cloud also in the fight. Kinetic Chickens, unfortunately, not doing well here. There are a lot of low finishes as compared to the other three teams. It's really high finishes, and seems that there was one DNF there. Harbour Cloud, they will still receive that 1 point, but they will be knocked out in the heat stage. Very unfortunately for them, they will have to settle for another bottom half finish. Kinetic Chickens, meanwhile, are dead last in the standings, and unfortunately, it seems that their terrible season has come to an end. And moving on, we have the Tinted Lens, Radiation Nation, Sugar Rushers, and the Canopy Conquest. Now, Sugar Rushers, there's two marbles, they are really struggling there's a few marbles are actually straggling at the back, but it seems that they're contesting the Canopy Conquest for the Heat win, which of course is worth 16 points. They do get it. Tinted Lens in third, Radiation Nation fourth. Currently, it's a mixed assortment of multiple teams, except seems the Radiation Nation was the weakest of the match. They don't seem set to advance, but the Heat winner isn't as clear cut as we've seen in that first heat. It will be the Canopy Conquest with 38 points, a pretty low score for a Heat win. In Sugar Rushers, who beat the Tinted Lens by first place tiebreaker, heartbreak for the Tinted Lens, who will have to settle, who be knocked out early. The demo run winner will actually have a pretty good score of 34. Now moving on to the next round. We have Zoom and Scopes, Gates of Trade, First Freezers, and the First Guy Quarter Championship leaders in this heat. They will have to try. If they want to have, they could technically clinch, but that would require a first or second place. They will win the heat, but it's that Zoom and Scopes actually a very good run for them. The remaining more will start to flow down, start to descend, and the Gates of Trade, that seems to be the final finisher. Only 10 finishers. That would be a lot of DNFs. In fact, let's check back, and that's a confirmation. 6 DNFs this round. Zoom and Scopes, of course, is the main benefactor with all 4 marbles finishing 47 points. But the big story here, the Fern Freezers have been knocked out early with 28 points. This opens the door for all the other teams that could win, the Sapphire Serpents and North Falcons, to potentially be able to take the win, usurp that lead away from the Fern Freezers. Now, let's see in this final heat with Heat 4 for Fern Freeze, the Sapphire Serpents, one of the title contenders, and with the Amnit's Commons will be doing a lot better than the other two teams. The Dark Rifts, the Beacon Legion, once again yet another poor finish there. Amnit's Commons Marble they fell behind, but it will not matter. They will comfortably advance over Dark Rifts with 22 points and the Beacon Legion with 27. So it will be the Dark Rifts in last place. That puts them definitely puts them in danger of the relegation zone. They are the only expansion team to have escaped so far, but however their fate may not be so clear cut right now. Kinetic Chickens 15, Gates of Trade 14, Beacon Legion 13, First Freezers in 12, Radiation Nation 11th, then Harbour Cloud in 10th, and the Tinted Lens will take the top honors in that bottom half in 9th. Looking at semi-final 1, the Sugar Rushers, Zoom and Scopes, Endless Comets and the North Falcons. The North Falcons, with for the 12th place, they will need at least a 5th place finish to be able to take the lead, ignoring the Sapphire Serpents. Now it will be the Zoom Scope to actually lead. He'll be leading Endless Comets up in 2nd and 3rd. Now the Zoom Scopes seems that the two purple teams that have locked out the top 4. North Falcons and Sugar Rushers can try, but it seems that the North Falcons have some finishers, and the Sugar Rushers absolutely nowhere to be found. After narrowly taking that advantage from the Tinted Lens, seems that their elimination here will be very clear cut. A bunch of DNFs there. North Falcons with the double DNF will be eliminated here. 29 points, 20 points, and Sugar Rushers 26 will fall. So Zoomers go to getting out top 4 finish, and Endless Comets will definitely be celebrating yet hitting the top 4 finish in what was has been an underwhelming campaign for them. Here's this guy, Kindle Crew, whose Sapphire Serpents and Academy Conquests will be the second and final semi-final in this event. Now Serious Guy will be the ones leading, but the Sapphire Serpents, of course, with the opportunity to potentially take the win, they will do really well as well. Their title rivals, the North Falcons, also knocked out Kindle Crew and the Academy Conquest, who seems to be fighting for their final spot. Sapphire Serpents had a bunch of good finishes, and that's versus Serious Sky Marble finish. No, they will not. It will be. Seems that the Serious Sky will be eliminated here with 26 points, and the Academy Conquest with 29. The Sapphire Serpents and Kindle Crew will move on to the next round, but and the North Falcons have done it. They have taken 5th place, but they can't. They'll have to hold their celebrations for now, because of course the Sapphire Serpents are still active in this event, hence. Academy Conquest got 6, Serious Sky 7th, and Sugar Rushers 8 for the 1-2 teams. That will definitely be helpful for for hopefully escaping the relegation zone. Now looking at the finals, the Sapphire Serpents will need at least a 2nd place to take the win over the North Falcons. Now Zoom and Scopes and the Endless Comets will temporarily try and take the lead away from the Sapphire Serpents, but they will overtake coming into the tunnel section. It will be the Sapphire Serpents who will be trying to take the win, but it will be the Zoom. And they do. The Zoomers go to get 2nd, 3rd, and Kindle Crew 4th, but I don't see many Kindle Crew marbles. And now I'm looking, it seems the Zoom Scopes have finished, and that final marble is from the Sapphire Serpents. Let's see. Will the Sapphire Serpents do it? And yes, they have, with 38 points, tied with the Zoom Scopes. But they have won the event. Endless Comets to take 3rd, and unfortunately for the Kindle Crew, their elusive podium has evaded them yet again with a very subpar 21 points. But even if the Sapphire Serpents had missed out on the podium, had lost the tiebreaker, they still would have won. Congratulations to the team, last in the friendly, last after event 1, but first after the final event. Congratulations to them. Zoom Scopes with a very good 2nd place. Endless Comets their 2nd podium after what was an incredible conclusion to the B League.